Hey guys, I'm back. I don't know what happened. This is one of those haphazard mornings. It just feels like a haphazard morning to me. This is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa, and I'm coming to you live. Yes, I am. I hope I stay live. Not really sure at this moment, but I went ahead and took the time to do one brow, and I want to walk you through this tutorial. Yes, this is a tutorial about how to get your brows back in style. Yes, look at this. This is what mine normally look like, and then this is what the Brow Obsession palette does for me. And yes, I put that around my finger. But they are many ways. There are many ways to do your brows. But first of all, if you think this is of value to someone else, please like and share. Please subscribe. And don't forget to do that because I do lots of tutorials and I like to do them live because, you know, I am who I am. I'm going to be who I am live, whether I'm doing it. I like to do live because I can interact with you more. It makes it more personal, don't you think? And I am from Alabama, so if you think, yeah, that girl sounds Southern, she is. That's why. But this is something I often use. This is a Prim. This is a eyeliner pencil. Yes, the only thing about using this is very quick and this is very easy, but it's one-dimensional. But if you need to be out the door really quickly, you can use that. And I also love the brow liner pencil. These are retractable. They also have, you know, like a spoolie on the end, and then you've got this part on here, which is retractable. Yes, I use these on the go. These are great for travel. But if you really want to make your eyes like perfectly pop, then you really should look at the Brow Obsession palette. It comes with 5 different steps to do this beautiful brow that I've done here. So we're going to recreate this on this side. So let me pull this back on this side here. So good morning to you guys who are popping on. Y'all tell me where you're from. I love to know where people are from. I'm from Alabama, like I said, but don't let the accent scare you away. I do talk very Southern, and so I may use some words like ain't and want to and those kind of things. So just bear with me because that's the way I speak. But this is the Brow Obsession palette, and I have 2 different ones. Now, there are 3 different ones. One is, this one here is for, like, if you're blonde ginger hair, this is the one I'm going to use today. This one here has 5 steps. It comes with the wax or gel, and then it's got 5, and then it's got the 4 here, but there are 5 steps. I'm going to show you how to use each one of these. And this one here is my tried and true. I do use this one in the summertime when my skin is a little bit darker and not quite, you know, we're still in February. So this is the one I've used forever. You can see it's well loved and all the wax is gone. I've used every bit of the wax. So, and then there's our darker colors. So they come in a blonde, they come in a brunette, and then they comes in a dark. So we got one for every skin tone. And yes, this is by Younique. This is Younique's Brow Obsession palette. They call it Moonstruck. But I'm going to start with trying to show you about the brushes that you should use as well. Brushes are so important. I'm going to use both of these. I actually like this one because it has a spoolie on it, and then it has the angle end on this side. But I'm going to use this one today because we're going to have to use this flat end. See, it has a flat end and then it has an angle end. See that? And it's very small. It's very perfect for your brows. It fits perfectly here. So I'm going to create this for you on this side. Now let me get up close and personal. I don't know if I can zoom in or not with this. I can on Facebook, and I did that the other day, but I'll just kind of move up closer. You see, I don't have a lot of hair there anymore, and one of the things I think when we age, we're going to lose the hair that comes right about right here. See that? My hair should start about right here, and then my angle should be, my arch should be right in here, and then you angle it on out to where your tail should be. So this one is perfectly lined up. I did it beforehand. So that's exactly where it should start. My arch is perfectly right there, and then here I have the tail out to that side. So it really does frame your face. See? Framing, not framing. It makes a huge difference with your eyes. It opens up your eyes. It makes them look wider and bigger, and you can have expressions better. That's what I say all the time anyway. But let me get on here and grab it. The first color here is a light color. See, it's got 1, it's got 2, it's got 3, 4, and then 5 is the last step, okay? So I'm going to show you how to use these 2 because normally people don't know how to use these 2 colors right here. But one is for cleanup, one is for highlight. Hey, Rainy, I'm doing brows. I had to start over, girl. I had to start over. My Marky tried to call me in the middle of this. Hey, Lisa. Where are you from? I know where Reenie's from. Reenie's from Wisconsin. All right, so let's start with the light color. And basically, you're going to start with the angle side of this brush. Do that? See the angle side? And I'll try to scoot up closer because I don't want to mess this up, trying to make this zoom in on my big old face. Oklahoma. That's not too far from us. I've been to Oklahoma. I've been to Enid, Oklahoma on a bus, girl. I took a trip. To see. That's when I was married to someone else, and I had to drive a long way to go see him, and so I rode the bus. I was a little old thing. I didn't know anything about going anywhere. But take your spoolie. Now, you don't have to have this brush by means, but you got to have a spoolie. And I like to comb my hairs up. Now, a lot of people, if you've got more hair, I would suggest you comb it down, you know what I'm saying, and then draw the line. But if you're really sparse, I don't think you need to do that. I don't do that. I did a long time ago, but I don't do it anymore because I don't have a whole lot of hair. So it doesn't make sense for me to comb it down. I'm just going to take this brush here, and we're going into the light color, like I said, and I'm going to start drawing along the bottom, because keep in mind that the lighter the color, the better it's more buildable when you do that, okay? The lighter the color. So don't get heavy-handed like I just did. Now, this part right here is always needing to stay light, always needing to stay lighter, and you can build the color back here in the darker color. And I do mix the colors a little bit. I do mix 1 and 2 together at one point. Yes, I do. And that's when I do the tail. But basically, we're starting here. And yes, I am going to work. I'm going to create my lines first, and then I'm going to come back and create this area. But we've got to find where our arch goes. So here's where my arch is going to go. You see that? You see where that went right up here? So I know exactly. And if you want to put like a little dot like that, don't make it really dark, but make it dark enough for you to be able to see it, okay? And then you're just going to bring this. I always bring the color up to the arch. I don't know how many other people do that, but that's what I do. It's my tried and true method. And then I start along the top, because basically what you're doing is creating an illusion of a brow. Pretty much that's what you're doing. You're creating the illusion. And then I'm going to take the, since we're not going to hop into the dark color first, let's go ahead and take a little bit of this color and come right here in the front. And I love this brush because it's perfectly angled. You see, it's perfectly angled. And I can kind of fill in and bring it forward just a tad. And then we will come back and kind of make hair-like strokes right there, okay? So now I'm going to move into the darker color right here. Take a little bit of it, and we're going to start filling in. Start filling in with a darker color all the way up to where we've created that little bit of an arch. And I'm talking about a millimeter. I'm not talking about going really, really high up here. It's just a millimeter higher than your natural brow, okay? And if you don't have a natural brow there, like I said, put your little dot where you want it to go, and then you draw the lines to that dot. Both lines. You draw this line to it, and you draw this line to it. And yeah, you do have kind of a Spock effect, like, you know, on Star Trek. You know, his brows, that's where his brows were like that. Who knew? Glad that didn't come a trend. But and then when I do the tail, I do like to mix one switch of this and one switch of that, okay? And we do not want to follow, I don't follow the natural brow. I don't. I like to come up and then kind of just take it out. It does have a gradual little slope, but not much, not much. Now, these do not have to be twins. They can be sisters. And so in order to have sisters, you just have to have the right consistency. My hair is going to cover this side up anyway, but I'm going to just kind of blend this out and create a little bit of a tail. Now, how far, Melissa, should you come out? Well, let's see. I need to bring this little old brow right out about where I stopped. See that? And you can always put your little dot out here if you need to make that work. But basically, we're coming through here and we're going straight out. Just like this. And then if you've created the dot that you created first, then you can wipe off that excess. But we're going to clean it up. I'm going to show you how to use the other colors to clean up your brow. Here we go. Now I'm going to come back and add just a little bit more dark right here. Take one of these and one of these, and come back and go over it one more time just to kind of clean it up and make it a sharp kind of point. I don't make it a point. Hey, Lisa, what's up, girlfriend? All right, so now we've gotten this brow, but I need to take a little Kleenex, and I want to wipe this off because I want to come back with a lighter color real quick. A lighter color really quick. Right here, this color here, because we're going to mimic some little hairs right here in this area. Turn your brush like this. Turn it this way. So maybe you have a brush like this already and you don't know how to use it. This will mimic little hairs. And then we're going to come back and we're going to grab the spoolie. See that? We're going to come back and we're going to grab the spoolie. And I'm going to smooth that out. And we're going to comb through this. So maybe you've got some clumps in there and you don't want those in there, right? So that happens to me sometimes. So not usually though, but if you do use the wax, that's why I use the wax kind of at the end. So if you try to use the wax, I would wait till the end to use the wax with this. Simply because it might clump on you because it is a wax, it is a gel. So basically comb through it, smooth any hairs, and a lot of you may have some of those crazy gray hairs. You know how we get them as we age? They like to stand up. Well, I'll show you what to do with the wax at the end, okay? But basically, that's all you do. Look at that. How simple and easy is that? 2 lines, create an arch, fill it in, leave this lighter, and then mix the two. I mix the two to create the tail so that you can really define that tail a little bit better. And I'm not talking about your tail, I'm talking about your brow tail. Like that. I hear somebody doing their lawn outside. It's a beautiful day here in Alabama. It absolutely is gorgeous outside. And I'm going to go to the grocery store. Don't want to go there, but I'm going. Okay. I'm going to wipe this off again because I don't like to leave product on my brushes. I like to get at least a little bit of it off. Now we're going to come and use this side. Why would this brush have a flat side? Well, this is what you use to clean up around your brows. So that's what the pink color is for. So you go in and you grab some of this pink. And yes, it is kind of creamy. But what you would do is you would come around and clean up the area right around the top of your brow. So say like you've got a little bit more product and you just want to smooth it out. It will cover that up. It will give you a nice, clean, flat little line. And you can smooth it out with the brush. You can smooth it out with your finger. It doesn't really matter. Hey, Rosa from Dallas, Texas. Been there too, girl. God, I was out in Texas last summer, but I flew over. Did I fly over Dallas? Probably not, because I flew to San Antonio. San Antonio. It's the first time I've been to San Antonio. Get you some. You got to get some pink. Get some pink and go across the top. And then follow that line. And then smooth it out. You can turn it sideways to kind of smooth it out. That's up to you. But it really does clean up that edge around the top. These two are for cleanup. These two are for application. This one is going to be the one you set your brows with, okay? So now we're going to go in. Let me wipe it off on my hand. I can do that. Wipe this one off on my hand. And we're going to come in and take this color here, the lighter color. See, get it right on the end. Stick it straight in like that and just get you some of the color. And then you're going to come underneath. You're going to come up here, right up underneath your brow, and out all the way to the tail, okay? It just gives you a little bit of light. With the pink hide brow hair, it will smooth it out. It smooths out like if you're drawing it and maybe you weren't quite as straight as you need to be. Maybe you're not like me. I can't get a great straight line. It helps to create that nice clean line around the top. You have that brow palette and you're scared to use it. Oh my gosh, girl, pull it out and use it. It's wonderful. I'm going to add a little bit more here. It is, but you have to know how to use it. And that's why I thought. I did this week on my Facebook and everybody loved it so much. And I just got to thinking, you know, I really need to show how to use that on YouTube. So that's the reason I'm doing it today. So I'm going to grab a little bit more of the light right here on the end of this brush. Now, do you have the brushes? Do you have a good brush to use? You do need a dual-ended brush like this. Now, you can grab this on the website too. And I will post everything in the links. I'll post all the links down in the description box when I'm done. And then I'm going to Wally World. Doesn't that sound like a fun day to you? Wally World. I have to go there. The dogs have no food. That's the problem today. But it's so pretty outside. It's one of those days like it's Dairy Queen Day. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you don't have the Younique one? Well, it doesn't matter if you don't have this one. If you have one similar to it, you can use it. This one's, make sure it has a flat side and make sure it has an angle side. This one's just perfect. This end right here is like perfect for the side. See how it fits? It's not too big and it's not too small. So it gives you just the right amount of, you know, I don't know what you call it, just the right amount of depth in between here and here, and it's just perfect. And then you can turn it, see, and create the point that you need. That's what I love about this brush. But basically, that's how you use these. This one here is really for cleanup. If you don't have a nice straight line up here, use the flat end, take this in it, and just go along the line there, and it will smooth everything out and give you a nice clean edge. This one here is for the cleanup underneath here, and it also gives you a highlight. It also highlights underneath here as well, so it gives you more of a lift, like a natural kind of eye lift. And then this one here is the cleanup. This is the finish. This is the touching finish. So if you have any kind of stray hairs that like to stick straight up, then you take this and you just slide it through the flat side. And you just glide it right over the top. And then I do turn the brush just a little bit out to the tail. Look at that. You have been Younique. Oh, I always come back and read comments, so don't worry. I always come back. And then just slide it. Do the same thing over here. You might have to turn your hand a little bit. And then make sure you do the brush to the side and out. And that way, if you have flyaways that stick straight up, they won't stick straight up anymore. You're in your mid-40s. Well, Rosa, I'm 56. So I'm closer to 57 than 56 now. I'm halfway through my 56th year of my life. That's where I'm at. But see how cool that is and clean? And I'll come back and do a really good, we have good skincare, Rosa, too. Younique has a brand new skincare line, and I've been using it, and my face has, how long have I been using it? I've been using it for over a month now, at least. And my skin is happy again. And that's important. Now, I am going to do, if you're not part of following me on Facebook, I'll put everything in the links, and you can follow me on Facebook and come there. And then you can see I do tutorials there every day during the week. And we have ladies' night on Thursday nights. So ladies' night's a lot of fun. And that's the night that I really do a lot of teaching. But I do come on really early in the morning. But you can always catch the replays, though. You're freaking out about 50s and 30. Yeah, you're 54. That's wonderful. 54. Your 50s are the best time of your life. Really, I think so. I think you've gotten all the drama. You have you as a friend. Okay, Rosa, well, follow. Hop on there. If you don't catch me live, you know, on regular Facebook, then just catch it on the replay and just put hashtag replay. I always go back and look at all comments. I stay up sometimes really late at night doing that. But this is a great way to do your brows. I think these Brow Obsession palettes are wonderful, but I think a lot of women are intimidated by, you know, these colors here and what to do with them. So that was my goal, is to teach you how to use this and how to use this and how to finish with this. Now, yes, can you use this in the beginning? Now, if you don't have a lot of hair and you really need to see your sparse hair, I would recommend taking this brush with the flat end and going through that and put a very, very light coat of color over your brows. Then you'll be able to see them better because this is tinted. And then whatever you put on will adhere better. And then you probably would have a better application. That's if you really don't have a lot of hair. I don't do that. I used to do that in the beginning, but I don't do that anymore. I strictly go in with the light, create my arch and the lines, and then I fill in with the dark. And then I do combine the two to create the tail. And then I come in with this color and clean up around the top. This color here, clean up around the underside. And then this to kind of complete it and finish it so that everything stays in place all day. Because basically that's what that's for. And it's tinted. And it just looks so pretty when you put it on. And it doesn't look greasy. Because a lot of people have asked me that. Does this look greasy once you get it on? No, it doesn't. It does not. Yes, I'll be there in the morning. You're going to DQ today. I got to show you something cool in the morning too, Renee. I'm going to do this eye look. And you won't believe what I used to do this eye look. So you guys stay tuned till in the morning to see how I did this eye look. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I will put everything, like I said, in the description box. If you're new on here, please say you're new in the comments, and then we can connect. Maybe you can connect with me because I'll have all my information in the description box. I love to have you follow me or friend me or whatever on Facebook. That's fine too. See you guys later. Bye.